Well, hello, Denver. How are you? This is Daniel from Tripoli here in Denver, Colorado. Thank you for joining our first episode of 2026 of an AMA Ask Me Anything, where we're going to be going live and answering any questions you may have about web design, web development, e-commerce development, anything you would like to ask about hostings, domains, e-commerce platforms, we're here. We're going to be giving you about 1 hour to join in the conversation and bring up any questions you may have. Let me fix my camera here just real quick. Bring this up. Yes, tiny bit. There you go. How's that look? Bit better. All right. Uh, well, I'm here in Denver, Colorado, and today we're going to be diving deep into e-commerce website development in Denver. What it takes to build, optimize, and scale your online store and your web presence overall, even if you're not selling physical products from an online store or through an online store, but you're selling your services through a content website. We're here to support all of you Denver businesses, and as a Colorado business, we've been very fortunate to also serve um, clients all over the United States and even outside of the United States. So, we've been very fortunate. We've been in business a little bit over 13 years now doing e-commerce development and web design. And, we really appreciate all the trust that our clients, give us to help them succeed online. And we take it very seriously. So a big shout out and big thank you to all those existing Tripoli clients. We love you. 2025 was a very good year, and we appreciate being able to partner with you. So, whether you're a local Denver business owner or somewhere outside of Colorado, a startup founder, or someone trying to improve your online store performance, this session is for you. And even if you're watching the replay, drop your questions in the comments and we'll respond to all of them. So even if you were not able to catch the live stream, we will be checking questions on the channel, specifically on this video, and answering any questions you may have. Um, so we'll be talking about Tripoli's background, why Denver businesses struggle with e-commerce, what makes Denver unique, about local SEO, local competition, local shipping expectations, and things like that. So if you have any questions, come on, join in, jump into the chat, and let's hear about that. Mhm. I run Tripoli, a Denver-based e-commerce development and web design company. We help local businesses build high-performing online stores and websites, whether you are on WordPress, on Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, custom builds, you name it. We can handle it all because we've been helping online stores for many, many years. And, that's the beauty about, the e-commerce management services that we offer is like, it doesn't matter whether you are just local here in the Denver market or you are somewhere else in the country or in the world, we can support you on your online operation as if we were right there, in your office. You just have to send us an email, give us a call, send us a text message. We're available through multiple touch points and communications. And, we want to be that partner, uh, that team that you can rely on to optimize and take care of your online presence, whether you're needing website optimizations or new banners, seasonal promotions, coupon codes, um, new integrations, whether you need a chatbot, AI integrations, email marketing, all of that. We cover it all for you under one team. The nice thing is that you only have to deal with one project manager, and that project manager makes sure that um, all of our teams are working efficiently to take care of your tasks in a timely manner and an efficient manner. To make sure that your online presence is up all the time, that it's optimized for conversions, that it's going live with promotions at the right time, ending them at the right time, things like that. So, yeah, we would love to help you. Let's see. What makes a high converting e-commerce website in 2026? I would say that having a good checkout flow. You'd be surprised at how many online stores we look at, all the time that they're messy. They are very distracting. There are too many things pulling the the visitor's attention, whether it's a flashing banner over here or a new pop-up over on this corner, social media links, or just rambling um, product descriptions that don't go straight to the point. Um, just too many things pulling the attention of the visitor instead of focusing them on the action that you want them to take. That is to add a product to the cart and check out. Also too many steps. Sometimes online stores have way too many steps to be able to make it to the checkout, and that will lower your conversion rate. Something that we were doing during 2025 that has been successful is setting up direct to checkout landing pages, product landing pages specifically. And those are where a customer, whether they click on an ad, maybe a pay-per-click ad. They just land on this direct to checkout landing page. They look at the product, they get all the information they need, maybe some trust signals and reviews, good imagery, some videos, product guarantees, and everything they see on that landing page is just checkout, buy now, uh, checkout now, just different call to actions that when the customer clicks on that button, it takes them straight to the checkout. There's nothing else. It's just one action, checkout or leave. Um, those are very high converting because there's no navigation, there's no distractions. Everything is super focused into checking out. So the customer lands on the page, they see all the information they need just for that product, and they check out. Again, these are not built with navigation or with discovery in mind. These are, the customer also already saw the ad. They want the product, they land on the product and check out. Boom, let's go. High conversion rates that way. The usual journey in an online store is a lot of time is discovery. They're looking for different products, or they land there because of some keywords that you have on your website or in your online store, and they might get distracted. But with direct to checkout landing pages, you can really optimize that checkout flow specifically for pay per click. And when we talk about, e-commerce website development in Denver, we're really talking about building stores that convert. We have been in the e-commerce business, like I said, for a little bit over 13 years, and the biggest wins come from mobile first layouts, fast load times, and frictionless checkout. Again, going back to those direct to checkout landing pages is one strategy. It's not the only strategy. I think your online store should be optimized in many, many ways. But when you want to run pay-per-click campaigns, those direct checkout landing pages are excellent. And Denver shoppers, expect speed. They expect clarity. They expect those trust signals that I had mentioned about, adding them to your landing pages. And if your e-commerce website doesn't deliver that, well, you're going to be losing sales every day because, your competitors are most likely on those kind of strategies. So, get on that. Some items about Denver specific SEO for websites and e-commerce stores. Some of the biggest opportunities for Denver is local SEO. Obviously, if your area of service, like if you're on the HVAC, plumbing, some kind of product direct to consumer distribution, those kind of things, and even if you ship, nationwide, but Google still prioritizes local relevance. And that's why we're going here to become your source of web development and e-commerce development in Denver, as we serve all the entire nation. But this specific live stream is for you guys here in our Denver local market. And it also means that your e-commerce website should include Denver specific landing pages, local schema markup, and always remember to optimize your Google business profile. Those, believe it or not, are very important for people that are near you, whether they're looking for a restaurant near me or this or that kind of service near me. That's where your Google business profile really is going to make a big difference on your SEO strategy for the Denver local market. Um, Now, if you like, we can jump to talking about some specific platforms. At Tripoli, we manage multiple e-commerce platforms and website content platforms. Whether you are already or thinking about jumping on one of these platforms like Shopify, BigCommerce, and WooCommerce, or if you are only looking for a content website and you want to run it on WordPress, which is the by far the largest website content platform. We can manage them all. We've worked with all of them over the years, and some other less known, like 3D Cart and others. So, feel confident that if you come to us with any kind of questions about, your platform, we can give you a direct answer very quickly, whether you're reaching out here through the chat or through comments, or if you give us a call, which, our phone number is 303-335-0719, or you can also email us with any questions you might have. Just reach out to hello@tripoli.com. Tripoli is Trepolly, Tripoli.com. And that phone number again, 303-335-0719. We'd love to talk to you. If you have any questions, if anything got stuck, if something is broken with your website or your online store, give us a call. You'll get, answers very, very quickly. And whether you decide to, request a quote for that kind of project, or you're just looking for information, maybe you feel like you can solve yourself, we're happy to help you and point you in the right direction so you can keep your business going strong in 2026. When clients come to us, with e-commerce website development in Denver, usually their first question is, which platform should I choose? And that depends. It depends on the kind of operation that you're going to be running. We wouldn't recommend an e-commerce platform to a business that is only looking for a content website. And same the other way around. So we have all the expertise to help you, point you in the right direction so you can choose the best platform for your business. Shopify, BigCommerce, they're some of the fastest to launch just because they're already hosted. So when you go with any of these e-commerce platforms, basically, it's like a turnkey website. You can be up and running in a matter of hours if you need to go to market really, really quick. Of course, there's the design part of e-commerce development and all the integrations of the different elements that need to keep your online store secure and transacting 24/7. But really, if you need to jump online with an e-commerce store, Shopify, BigCommerce, they are two very good options just to go to market very, very fast. Um, BigCommerce is probably one of the strongest contenders for scaling just because of how open it is on its API environment. You can connect to a multitude of web apps and software and just external elements that you can plug into BigCommerce via API. However, Shopify, on the other hand, has more apps. It's just easier to go to the Shopify app store and select this or that app for your online store, and just a few clicks, and those apps are integrated into your Shopify store. BigCommerce has a less number of apps as of today, January of 2026. But it doesn't mean that it can't connect to, more apps. It's just a different way of doing it. And, therefore, again, different kind of online businesses depending on what kind of operation you want to run or need to run, really. Um, WooCommerce is definitely the most flexible for content heavy brands, um, but it also the most maintenance intensive platforms because really you use WooCommerce on a WordPress site, and then you have to choose your hosting, which can be a good thing because you can customize it to whatever needs you have and scale up and down based on the traffic and the needs that your business has at the time. But also you need to keep on top of WordPress updates, WooCommerce updates, plugin updates, and all those kind of things that make WooCommerce more flexible. But also, you have to stay on top of all those updates just to make sure that you're keeping your site secure for your online customers and to prevent any kind of security breaches and those kind of things. So we are experts are doing that for our clients. If you have a need, if you're already running on WooCommerce, or if you would like to run on WooCommerce, we can help you set it up in a secure way. And we even give you training on how to utilize your e-commerce platform. That's not just on WooCommerce, but also on Shopify, BigCommerce, and other platforms. When we build online stores, we help you at the very end. We make sure that you get training from our professionals so that you can run your online store on your own. You're always welcome to come back to Trapoli for help, but we want to make sure that you are capable and that you know and you understand the kind of things that you need to do on your online store for a day to day, whether you're updating product descriptions or adding new products, new product images, product videos, product categories, all of that you should feel comfortable being able to run those kind of things. And we do that for you at the end of every project. So you can count on us to train you or your staff, whoever is going to be running it. We can definitely do that for you. So, in 2026, the platform that you choose really determines your growth ceiling. How fast you want to scale, and what kind of apps you need to integrate in the near future. There's always a migration option for you down the road if you happen to outgrow the e-commerce platform that you're running on. We can help you re-platform or migrate to a different platform. But really, making the right choice from the beginning is going to save you a lot of headaches down the road. And we can advise based on your project and on your plans for growth. Um, Also, we are here today if you're looking for some critique or feedback on your online store or on your website. Just jump into the chat and we'll be happy to take a look at your website right here in real time. We can pull it up on desktop. We can pull it up on mobile and give you feedback on what we see. A lot of times, Denver business owners and entrepreneurs, um, they need, honest feedback on their site. Hey, take a look at my website or my online store and tell me, what do you think? Is it attractive? Is it taking too long to load on, a mobile network? Is it clear what we offer and what we do? You'll be surprised how many Denver business owners create their website and just their offerings or their services can be confusing. And when somebody lands on their website or on their online store, is not very clear on what they sell or where are they located, where in the Denver metro area are they located, or do they service the entire Metro Denver? Do they go to Boulder and to Castle Rock, or even Colorado Springs? Some Denver businesses do, but not all of them. Maybe you are, you do painting of houses, indoor painting, and you only cover a certain radius of the Denver metropolitan area. And you'd be surprised, a lot of business owners fail to mention or to make it clear. It's not enough to just write it down and put it in text on your website. Most people don't read; they'll just scan the page. So they need, bullet points. They need clear organization of the titles and the headings, so people can scan quickly. You have a very limited amount of attention time from visitors to your online store and to your website, so you need to make sure that your message is conveyed clearly as quickly as possible, from the very top of the page. When somebody lands, you need to grab their attention and tell them who you are, what you do, and where you do it, and how much it costs, and all of that. And then give them a very easy way to contact you as quickly as possible. Make your phone number prominent, your email prominent, your contact form, or whether you are collecting leads through an online form. Make it very clear, very easy to use, and always remember to test it, not just on desktop, but especially on mobile, on a phone, not so much on a tablet, even though it's still a mobile device, but people carry their phones with them in their back pocket all day long. I mean, you go from the kitchen to your living room, and you can't move if you're not carrying your phone most of the time. So that's where they're going to be googling your business, Denver this, Denver that, uh, you know website development in Denver, because that's what we do, or e-commerce website development in Denver, because that's what Tripoli does. And they're going to be doing it from their phone. So you need to make sure that your website and your online store is optimized for those devices. There's a tool that we integrate with every project, every website, and every online store that we do. That's Google Analytics. And in Google Analytics, you can take a look at where are the devices that most visit your website. It will tell you whether it's desktop or more or phones. You can even look at um, model for the devices and the OS, whether it's iOS or Android, and looking at those from a historical standpoint for your website, you can get a very clear picture of what kind of devices you need to be optimizing for. So that's a free tool from Google, and it's called Google Analytics. easy to implement, and we always include it in our web development and e-commerce website development for all the Denver businesses. So um, that's something that we can also train you on how to use, how to get relevant reports, and you can even schedule them to be emailed to you on a regular basis, so you can keep tabs on how your SEO is working, devices that are visiting your site. Just a lot of data that can really be useful to continue improving your website and your online store. Um, well, we're not getting any questions so far, but I hope that you are taking all of this content and that is going to be relevant to you in 2026 for your Denver business. Um, we really want to hear from you. Feel free to reach out. Again, our phone number 303-335-0719. You can call and you can also text to that number, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you may have about website development, just website optimization. Maybe you're looking at your page speed scores and you are seeing that you're not doing too well and you like some insights and some feedback and some ideas on how to improve that. We can always look at your site and see what's slowing it down, and we'll tell you, it looks like you have a script from an old integration maybe that you already removed, and it's not even in use on your site, but it's slowing down the page speed score for your site. We'll tell you, we'll take a look and we'll send you answers very, very quickly. Um, so maybe you're wondering, how much does e-commerce website development in Denver cost? Um, it varies based on the requirements of your project, but a good ballpark, it would be somewhere between $3,000 to $7,000 and more. There'll be projects that'll be like $10,000 or $15,000 depending on the requirements that you bring to us. But if you're a startup, you're just launching your business, we can get you up and running very, very quickly at a very reasonable cost for your investment, and you'll get a very efficient, beautiful online store that will reflect your brand's identity and, make it easy for visitors to shop from you. And likewise with content websites, if you are an established business owner, Denver business owner who needs to redesign their WordPress site, we'll give you a quote on a redesign. Maybe you're looking at $1,000 versus 7,000 for a full uh, development of your website. Our prices are very reasonable. Our delivery times are very quick, and we keep you in the loop about all the steps and every process that we're doing for your project. We're very easy to reach. If are a Denver business owner and you want to meet in person, we can definitely do that. But we're very efficient at having online meetings. We also value your time very much. And maybe instead of spending 20-25 minutes driving to a meeting, we can spend that time more efficiently online and jump on a Google Meet call. And you know, what we like about that is that it saves you travel time, and also we're able to share the screen with you in real time and just get all your feedback and all your requirements. We go over them together, and again, if you're a face-to-face person, we'll love to, catch lunch with you or coffee or, meet somewhere in town. It's always fun to just get away from the desk as well, because we are here working all the time. But we're available for you here in the Denver metro area. We can meet in person, or we can do online meetings. Whatever is best for you. We're very flexible. Um, let's talk a little bit about local SEO. What do you think? Are you including all of those keywords that people are searching for when they're looking for your product or services? If you are targeting the Denver market area, you need to make sure that you include all of those signals for Google and AI to understand what areas of the Denver metro area you serve, where do you ship your products, or where do you deliver them in the Denver metro area. A lot of times it's a good idea to include a map where you can show the customer the area that you cover within the Denver metro area. And Google and AI picks up on all of that information. So make sure that you have all that in your landing pages, not just on your homepage, but also on the services and product pages, making sure that you're saying, hey, we deliver to these neighborhoods or these zip codes, because when people are searching for your product or services, all of that content feeds the search engine and the LLMs, the large language models for AI, whether people are searching using Copilot or ChatGPT or any of the other most prominent AI assistants. You want to make sure that your website includes those keywords for Denver. And also optimize your Google My Business profile. It's a very, very important tool. Make sure that you're pointing your customers to leave reviews for you on Google My Business. And when they leave a review, make sure to answer to those reviews too. You want to show to Google that you're actively reviewing and answering to customer questions and answers and reviews. And that there's movement, that there's freshness in your Google My Business profile. Something that I just thought about that you can use too to optimize your Google Business profile for the Denver market is to use the questions and answers section of the Google My Business profile, because you know what kind of questions your customers come to you for most frequently. So it's allowed for you as a business to post a question that is frequently asked of your business. And you can also answer that question right there, right away. So when somebody's searching on Google, Google will use those question and answers to give relevance to your business. Is not a definite signal, but all of that builds the strength of your Google business profile to make it more robust, to show to Google that you're keeping on top of it and that you are updating it. And also another tool is posting to your Google business profile. You can post sales and promotions. You can post about new information about your business. And a way that you can use it is like if you have a new blog post on your website or in your online store, you can publish it on Google My Business profile too, and just link to your blog post. Just again, keeping it fresh, keeping it giving your customers the information that they're looking for, and also posting pictures and videos about your business, about your projects, about your products. Whether you just completed a new project in the city of Denver, um, you know, snap a picture, take a quick video with your phone, and you can actually publish it to your Google My Business profile directly from your phone. So there's no reason not to update your profile, and that will give you a little more strength on local SEO. You can also do local SEO landing pages where you're targeting specific neighborhoods, for example, we don't recommend that you just copy paste uh, you know, the same content on different landing pages and just change the neighborhood name. That would not be good for your local SEO because that's just duplicate content. And let's face it, both Google and AI assistants are smart enough now or sophisticated enough to pick up on duplicate content. So don't do that. Put thought into each of the landing pages. But if you're targeting, for example, Rhino, maybe you want to create a landing page that includes, the Rhino keyword, the zip code of that area, some pictures about the area or some landmarks about Rhino, and um, make it natural and include that you service the Rhino neighborhood, the zip code, maybe include customer reviews specifically from that area, always keeping in mind privacy of your customers, of course. If maybe you want to use cross streets or only use obviously their first name without publishing their entire name, but cross streets in the Rhino neighborhood, mention landmarks, pictures, a walkthrough of the area with more information about your business and why you're really good at serving that area. Maybe your office is close by or your teams, are in that area regularly and they know the neighborhood very well. Maybe you built some connections with other businesses in the neighborhood, and that will help your landing page feel natural. And you can do that for any Denver neighborhood, um, Northfield or Central Park, or you name it, any kind of Washington Park area, any neighborhood in the Denver metro area that you want to target and that you want to create a specific landing page, do it that way. Don't copy paste just to a new landing page to change the neighborhood name, because that's not going to work. You need to make it be natural and have enough content about that neighborhood or area in the city that will actually make it relevant for somebody who is searching in that area. And then, Google and AI assistants will pick up on the quality of that landing page that you created and say, hey, this matches, the intent of the user. So we're going to display this or we're going to mention it. And, talking about AI assistance, something that I can recommend to you is ask ChatGPT or Copilot or whatever AI assistant, Gemini, you want to use and say, hey, what are the top products or top restaurants or top services in this niche in this city? And you'll be surprised because it's going to list, the top 10 that either Google or the AI assistant has gathered relevant information about. And you can see, where do you rank? I mean, are you number one? Are you number five? Are you number 10? Are you not even on the list? And then here's the trick. Ask the AI assistant what made it rank those top 10 listings. Like, why did you rank this 10 plumbers for this city? What kind of signals, or why do you think that they are the top? And is going to answer you with the reasoning behind or the thinking behind the the list. And then don't take it literal. Sometimes you can actually click on special elements for the AI assistant where it can actually show you how it gathered the data to create the list. and see what elements you are missing. Maybe you're not even on the list and it's saying, well, I picked this web design and e-commerce development agencies because, they have directory profiles on this or that platform. And then you can see, well, am I listed in those directories? Am I being listed or mentioned by these publications that these other businesses or that this AI assistant picked up on? And you can use that to make your business more robust, and go after those kind of listings that the AI used to rank those top 10. Uh, that's very powerful. It's just very useful. And it works for any kind of business, whether you're a restaurant, a bar, a dance instructor, a school, um, any kind of online business, um, or physical brick and mortar business in the Denver metro area, whatever, just ask the AI, hey, give me the top 10 or the top five on this niche, and then ask it, why did it rank them like that? What makes it think that X, Y, and Z is number one, two, and three on that list, but not you, or maybe it is you, but uh, you can see what's the reasoning behind the LLM, and tweak it, make it stronger for your business. Go after those listings, go after those publications, after those awards, after those number of reviews, or whatever it is that it tells you. Well, I use this data to make this list and rank them in this order. You can do it too, and that's very powerful. That gives you an edge and a window into what other people are getting when they're looking for the top 10 or the top 5 in your niche. So that's an idea for you. Let's switch here gears. I don't see any questions coming in yet, but I hope that you found the information that we've shared today relevant, useful, actionable for your Denver business. And I'm going to repeat the contact information. If you need a professional to look at your website, to critique your website, to give you feedback, or if you have a specific project that you need work on your website or on your online store, get in touch with us. We'd love to help you. We are Denver local business. We've been in the business of website development and e-commerce development in Denver for a little bit over 13 years. So we've done a lot of work. We have clients all over the United States, South America, Europe, Australia, Asia. We've done a lot of work over the years, and we've been very fortunate to see a lot of growth, and just a lot of online businesses with a lot of different ideas, and everybody's running this race to outperform their competitors. So get in touch with us. We'd love to help you. You can give us a call at 303-335-0719. That is 303-335-0719. You can send us an email to hello@trapoli.com. You can also text the number that I just gave you. Um, yeah, or leave us a comment here in YouTube. We would like to learn more about you, see how we can help you, and we'll respond to your questions and your comments. So really appreciate your time here today. I'm gonna sign off for today, but I look forward to seeing you next time. If you want to jump on the live stream, we'll do Q&As. We can critique even your competitors, tell you what we see that they're doing wrong. How about that? That'd be great. I think that's actually a good idea. Why don't we look at your site and compare it to your competitors and say, well, you are probably weaker on these areas on your website, and they're stronger on these areas, but they're weaker on these areas, and you're stronger on this. So I think that'd be great for you, don't you think? So I think it'd be very useful. We can also look at your social profiles, give you recommendations on images, and we use a lot of tools. You can ask us about email marketing, AI tools, AI chatbots for your website, for your online store that can answer questions 24/7. Just so much information and so much history and background that we bring to the table that we'll love to share it with you. We hope to network more this year in 2026 with the Denver entrepreneurs. We're going to be, doing some workshops. We've done some in-person classes on website design and e-commerce website development in Denver. We've done that, with different business resource centers for new businesses and also for already established entrepreneurs. If you run multiple websites or multiple online businesses, we'd love to hear from you. We specialize on offloading, taking off your shoulders a lot of the day-to-day work that goes into website and e-commerce management. And we'll love for you to be able to focus on driving your business strategy forward, your vision, and let us handle all the day-to-day technical aspects. We have web designers, front and back end programmers, integrators, um, search engine optimization specialists, pay-per-click specialists, email marketing specialists. We have all of those teams in Tripoli so that we can give you all of those services under just one package. You can either hire us on a retainer where you get different amount of hours per month based on whatever your specific needs are. And you can use all those hours any way you like. Maybe you need a special promotion development. We need banners to go into the website and your social media profiles and the coupon code created and setting up the automatic promotion on your website or on your online store to run from this specific date and at this other specific date. We handle all of that. That way, you use our graphic designers with our platform specific specialists. And we handle it all. We monitor it for you. We can give you reports on how the promotion went, and that's just one idea. Maybe you want to integrate an email marketing platform and you know you don't want to do it. You want to focus on running the vision and the branding of your business. But we can take it on and we can do it very efficiently and a fraction of the cost and a fraction of the time that it will take you to learn how to do it. How do I integrate Klaviyo with my Shopify store? Well, that's going to take you a long time to figure it out. Yes, there are apps, and you have to click through things and all that. But when it comes to setting it up and integrating correctly, robustly, and pulling all the data points that actually make a difference, or sending automatic abandoned cart emails from the email marketing platform, we do all of that for you, and we have specialists that both can help you integrate it and run it. Or maybe you just need it integrated and you want to run it on your own or with your team. That's fine. But instead of handling multiple outsourced freelancers, when you work with Tripoli, we bring all of those services for you. You only work with one project manager, and that project manager at Tripoli is going to handle all of the tasks that you throw our way. Whatever you need every month, every week, every day, you just email or call or text your project manager, and we'll be handling them for you. A very secure and very, efficient manner, so that everything is getting done on your website and on your online store to further your online presence, to grow it, and to help you sell more. That's really our mission is to help you sell more online, whether it's more of your services or more of your products. You know, come to us, let us hear about it. We'll love to give you a quote, a proposal, and help you drive your business forward. So thank you very much for joining today. We'll see you on the next episode. Make sure to hit follow, subscribe, and get all the notifications so you don't miss the next live stream. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you. Goodbye.